Yeah. So thank you for joining me today. And it's a very interesting subject. Every client that I visit in Saudi Arabia, they always ask me, can you give me some benchmarks? Can you tell me how well I am doing compared to my competition? Or going beyond, asking, can you tell me what is the best benchmark across industries? So what we did, we created this small initiative, which we initially did it in UAE, and subsequently we have followed it up in Saudi Arabia, where we have created NPS benchmarks for 2023. Now, in this NPS benchmarks, what we are trying to find is what are the key drivers of NPS and who are the leaders, who are the best performers in different sectors, different industries. Now, this initiative has been brought together by a couple of entities. I would like to name them. It's been a joint effort of Foresight CX and Xebo.ai. Foresight CX is the consulting arm, and Xebo.ai is the partner platform who has helped us to measure the NPS across different industries in Saudi Arabia. I'll start with a brief introduction about myself. I've been in insights business for more than 25 years now. I might not look that old, but that's okay. I've been there for more than 20 years in Middle East and for more than 15 years in Saudi Arabia. My journey to Saudi Arabia started as a consultant in 2001, and then I got an opportunity to join Mobily when they launched their services here in Saudi, and then I got an opportunity to work with Al Raji Bank as head of insights and strategy. In 2009, or maybe earlier, in 2008, I saw a lot of potential to have a local market research agency because bulk of the insight consultancy was done by consultants based out of Saudi Arabia. So seeing that opportunity in 2009, I started Foresight. In 2016, I co-founded Survey to Connect, which is now known as Xebo.ai. In 2021, I co-founded Foresight CX. We also invested in social listening in 2021, and we have just brought in artificial intelligence in Saudi Arabia through a consultancy. This is the ecosystem that we have been able to develop over a period of time. We have got Foresight, we have got survey or digital platform, which is supported by AI, which is Xebo.ai. We also have a CX consultancy, Foresight CX, who have been partner in putting together this report for us today. So the idea of NPS benchmarking started with this noble thought where most of the clients, they were interested in understanding what is the level of performance across different industry sectors, which means clients are not just interested in knowing how well they are performing compared to their competitors, but they wanted to understand what is the best-in-class performance when it comes to CX in Saudi Arabia. So that's something that we have tried to bring through this report. We also wanted to make sure that people also get some actionable findings. So we have done deep dive to understand what are the drivers for NPS and make it more actionable. Just to give you a brief background about the NPS benchmarking report, the report is very fresh out of the oven, so it's very recently baked. We did the entire fieldwork in November, December 2023, so the results are as recent as possible. We covered about 16 industries. So in this report, you will be able to see the performance, NPS performance for 16 industries and the brands present in those industries. 156 brands were covered across these 16 industries. And we did about 25,000 plus interviews to measure NPS across different brands. We had a pretty good representation of the geography, which includes male, female, Saudi nationals, different age groups, and different regions within Saudi Arabia. I'll not discuss details about NPS measurement because I'm sure you all know how NPS is measured, so I'll skip these slides because it's simple. Promoters minus detractors, you get the NPS score. Now, these are the 16 industries that we covered in NPS benchmarking. And you can see the variety which we have got here. We have got government services, we have got automotive, we have got banking, we have got telecom, we have got e-commerce benchmark, we have got automotive, healthcare, and so on. In this slide, you can see what is the average NPS score for each of the industry, each of the sector, along with what was the highest score by different players or the lowest score by different players. What I will do is I will quickly take you through 5 of these sectors in this presentation, given the time limitation that I have been given. You can access the report across all these 16 sectors if you visit our booth, either Xebo.ai booth or Foresight booth. You can get a more detailed report, or I'll share with you the QR code which you can scan to get the detailed report. So in this report, I'm only going to cover 5 sectors to understand what are the drivers of NPS in each of those sectors and which is the best performing brand. So starting with automotive sector, looking at the key performance driver, design and appearance of the car is the biggest driver for NPS, and the least performing driver is the fuel efficiency. I mean, typically if you have gone to some other markets where the cost of fuel is very high, the fuel efficiency would have been a bigger driver. But here in Saudi market, people, they love to see how the car looks, how the car feels, which is an important driver of NPS. Any guesses on which brand would have got the best NPS in automotive? Any guesses? I will reveal the name. So when we did this exercise, it was Toyota, which has got the highest NPS when it comes to automotive. Going to the next sector, banking. Starting with what were the key drivers of NPS in banking. So the key drivers was the seamless digital banking platforms. I mean, I've been in Saudi Arabia since 2001 and worked with a bank. Typically, my bank director would have said, increase the branches. It's very important to have branches. Saudis, they love to go to the branches, but not anymore. The biggest driver of NPS today when it comes to banking is how seamlessly customers are able to do their banking transactions. And you can clearly see the impact of branches has come down to only 6% in their overall experience. Any guesses on which bank would be performing the best on NPS? Raji, anyone else? Sorry? NSB? SNB? SNB. So, okay, I'll reveal the name. You're right, it's Al Raji Bank. Al Raji Bank has got the highest score when it comes to NPS. Next sector is airline. So we asked Saudi flyers to rate the airlines. The key drivers for airlines were user-friendly banking platforms, and the low fares was the least important NPS. So it's not fares which is driving their customer experience very clearly. Any guesses on which airline got the highest NPS score? GCC. Any other guesses? Which airline could have got highest NPS in Saudi? Saudi Airlines, any other? Emirates, yeah, already someone said Emirates. Okay, let me reveal. You're absolutely right. It's Emirates. Next industry, telecom. The key drivers when it comes to telecom is network coverage. Continues to be one of the biggest driver. It's been there since 2015, since I worked with Mobily. Promotional offer is the least important driver when it comes to customer experience. Any guesses on which brand? Have you seen the report? Looks like you have seen the report. It is indeed. STC has got the highest NPS score when it comes to telecom services. Government services. I mean, today we see government taking so many initiatives when it comes to improving citizen experience, improving visitor experience, improving, any customer experience, employee experience, and so on. The key drivers when it comes to the kind of services government is offering to citizens are ease of using the app or website. Speed of service is the least important among these. And any guesses on which government service would have got the best NPS? Saudi. Justice, okay. Ministry of Interior, okay. So these are the product which consumers interact with on day-to-day life. So let me reveal what it is. It's Upshur. Upshur, in fact, Upshur has got the highest customer experience, even more than Emirates or Toyota or Al Rajhi Bank. So, I mean, kudos to the government. What they have turned around in last 7-8 years, this platform is doing wonders. So yeah, these are the 5 sectors that I have covered. However, if you want all the 16 sectors, feel free to drop into our booths, or you have the option of scanning this code or dropping an email to us, and we will send you a copy of the report which has got details across all the 16 sectors. Thank you so much.